And the official explanation here is that jet contrails are causing strange lines in the sky, and that it's pollen making people sick on the ground.
A cloud of dust, leaving a sticky yellow slime all over her car. It happened again last February, and calls began pouring into the local Alpenhorn newspaper.
And they had a tremendous upsurge of children that were not going to school at that time. Wow.
Pharmacist Ed Burrows says it is the most mysterious illness he's seen in 22 years on the mountain.
A lot of eye infection problems, upper respiratory problems, nosebleeds.
Cloud covers the skies with the great zone of depth. Silicone-based organisms you breathe in your breath. The aircraft travel at 40,000 feet, so they freeze the particle, then they attach to disease. Spraying mold and sulfur, their respiratory suffers. The atmosphere is smothered by scums that hover. See the stripes and the X marks the spot in the skies. Poisonous raindrops of basic drinking water, and why? Look at your cardiovascular system with problems. Government is sponsored overcast biological pollen. And when they start the electrical atmosphere, it makes gas stations blow up to the front to the rear. Aluminum and fossil till you all die. They kill your silver cord so your soul can't glide. Their deadly tactics, you won't pay attention when it happens. The skies since 1999. Look into the sky, don't wonder why. Chemtrails will be the reason why everybody dies. Look into the sky, don't wonder why. Chemtrails will be the reason why everybody dies. Look into the sky, don't wonder why. Chemtrails will be the reason why everybody dies. Look into the sky, don't wonder why. Chemtrails will be the reason why everybody dies. Now put it in a lab in a microscope. You see none of bacteria and these isotopes. Greenhouse effects will melt the caps, but the arsenal attack, nobody talking about that, and that's a fact. The global warming, Al Gore PR plan, global destruction to take over the powers of man. When you look at allergies and these weird disease, something foreign when the reaction when your body will sneeze. Hemp filters, the aircraft purify the land. Government spraying pesticides to control the man. Taking calcium, magnesium, repel aluminum, filtered to the old timers and shaped like Parkinson. And just look at them, and just an image after 20 years of this, we gonna need a gas mask to exist. So this will pass on the mustard gas with a stench. Chemtrails, the pestilence, I think you get the hint. Look into the sky, don't wonder why. Chemtrails will be the reason why everybody dies. Look into the sky, don't wonder why. Chemtrails will be the reason why everybody dies. Look into the sky, don't wonder why. Chemtrails will be the reason why everybody dies. Look into the sky, don't wonder why. Chemtrails will be the reason why everybody dies.
There are 4 kinds of hominoids, just as there are 4 kinds of Australopithecines and 4 kinds of early Homos. It is their ancestors, the hominoids, that are the so-called pre-human ancestors. If you make that link, if you accept that hominoids are alive, and I go over a lot of proof in the book and in my presentation to show that yes, there are hominoids out there. There's plenty of room. We have captures, we have killings, we have enslavements. Trust me, the hominoids are there. Your skunk ape here in Florida, they're there. They really are real. So if you make that link that it's their ancestors, it means humans have no place in the natural flow of life on Earth. So then you have to ask the question, where did we come from?
The X is not known, and I'ma give the proof. National secret satellites going to Peru to shoot Neberu. Mesopotamians already described how human race was mixed with aliens. Annihilation is more like the epic of creation. Neberu stands for the Galactic Confederation. More like the changes upon the solar system. Political shift in humanity in the 5th dimension. The Dwarf Star, it travels on its orbit. Red planet, solar beams, and nuclear bombs absorbs it. The signs of the wings is more like the disc with the rings, moving counterclockwise when it's on its swing. Now everybody's saying we're visiting a glimpse of hell. We're only feeling the effects of 2012. Well, just to know a solar system, we are not alone. We know what's gonna be on when Planet X comes home.
The Sumerians, the first great culture that we have on the Earth 6,000 years ago, right out of the Stone Age, possessing over 100 of the first that we attribute to a high society. They're the very best of the ancient cultures, preceding and better than the Egyptian, Greeks, and the Romans. In their writing, they said that there's another planet in the solar system that they called Nibiru that was captured and moves like a comet in a 3,600-year orbit.
Got 9 planets and 10th is on its way. When I burn like Tiamat, the firmaments in the Milky Way. Just like Uranus and Mars and our planet, showing the signs of intergalactic stars. Bending tossed by the cross of the eight-pointed star, like extracting the bombs from Saddam. I rise out the evidence to be exact, and dating back to Planet X and the testaments, and they ain't telling us the real facts. We came from primates, great, but yo, what happened to strength? And we got 46, and how come they got 48? And that will be the missing link, like Bigfoot, the humanoids, the Homo erectus, the dinosaurs died by the asteroid. Just like Eden was the place of man, the tree, the Adam, the Eve, and man. And even if you knew the words from a new battle with Credo, coming back the planet Nibiru.
The Sumerians, the first great culture that we have on the earth 6,000 years ago, right out of the Stone Age, possessing over 100 of the first that we attribute to a high society. They're the very best of the ancient cultures, preceding and better than the Egyptian, Greeks, and the Romans. In their writing, first writing of course, they said that there's another planet in the solar system that they called Nibiru that was captured and moves like a comet in a 3,600-year orbit. Our own astronomers know it's out there. They call it Planet X. It has a gravitational effect on the outer planets. They can't find it because it's so far out. Exactly what the Sumerians say.
The superhuman race lives.
They say that on that planet the Sumerians do live another culture called the Anunnaki, and that in our past, in the past of Earth, at around 400,000 years ago, they came here to work, to do a job, which I go over in the book, and while here they decided to create a slave, to genetically engineer a slave, using the creature of Earth as a genetic base to make the new slave and servant better adapted to the planet than they were. That's us. Basically, the Anunnaki said in their writings that the Sumerians left behind, we shall make the Adamu. They call their slave servant Adamu plural, which comes down to us in the Bible as the Adam. We shall make the Adamu in our own image, after our own likeness, word for word in the Bible, and they did that. So we look like
that the modern race of people, were genetically engineered by this superhuman race of aliens that came from other planets.
And that we look like them. In the cylinder seals that we have, the 5,000 or so cylinder seals that we have out of the Sumerian culture, depicting gods and humans on the same cylinder seal at the same time, they always look the same.
That's why we only use 10% of our brains.
They genetically engineered our brains. They gave us their bodies. You will notice, we have tremendously reduced strength from primates. If we descended from primates, where did our strength go? Every primate is 5 to 10 times stronger than we are pound for pound. How did we lose 2 chromosomes? All primates have 48 chromosomes. We have 46. That is an awful lot of DNA. Where did it? If you read the Sumerian texts, the Anunnaki flourished from around 400,000 years ago. And by the way, they called where they lived in the Tigris-Euphrates Valley, the Eden. That was their word for where they lived.
We've heard Adam, and we've heard Eden.
Well, it turns out that a lot of the Old Testament is an attempt to rewrite the Sumerian epics of creation because they were considered to be the guys with the word.
I have to break here.
Blair and Bush claim to have democracy and freedom as their #1 priorities, but both have sworn blood-curdling oaths of allegiance to ancient Babylonian, Egyptian, and Jewish demon gods. Both have sworn on pain of death not to reveal the secrets of their Masonic orders. Both have been initiated into the age-old Illuminati global network, which is obsessed with death and murder.
Ramses, the bloodlines of old thieves, the Sixth Sense travel the river Styx, destroying the nemesis. The population studying the Anakin, cloning robots to set the stage for the Nephilim. And the war is coming, but I'm waiting on Doomsday, depicting what was told on the cross of Henday. Illuminati bloodlines, the marriages, the Mountbatten, the prototype of Aryan faction to make this happen. Cortez, the plump serpent, arrives in Africa using the symbol of the cross to take all the fortune. Manifestation of demonic entities, wild words, witches, a whisper. Just like Delphi, networks of dark sorcerers, Luciferian despairing genes, using mind-boggling morphines, life-threatening aristocrats, dripping with symbolism from ancient artifacts from Egyptians. Now you know what's whack. Similar to Darth Maul, the Drakian kings, using pimp rails that flooded with stones that bling, skull and bones of fraternities. The pimps in Yale, they held like Hitler. They trying to kill all humanity. That travel on like Avon, that sacrificed Diana to make sure her blood was lost to pay the cost. The Timberless cross, what was lost to the Jesuits, send a pastor into the Vatican. Here we go again, rap singer, get the finger. The satellite telescopes that linger to the tribes in Argentina. And just like the symbol of Fatima, the age of iron and clay, the 10 toes in death and decay.
Kill Illuminati, kill Illuminazis. I feel the chills the truth has brought me. Your mind is gone, the tools consume your body. We're true prodigies. My whole